Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is the day 7, day 10 of DSA bootcamp. As you are seeing, to construct binary tree from the parent array, and let's go to the portal. Here I will be starting with the GFG portal and the problem of the day: construct binary tree from the parent array. And this question was asked in Amazon, Flip, Microsoft, and Snapdeal. Let's solve this. If I click on solve, and the question appears. As you can see, the difficulty category of medium, and the question states that given an array parent parent array is given, and that is used to represent a tree, and the array indexes starting from 0 based indexing are the values of the tree nodes, and the parent type denotes the parent node of a particular node. The parent of the root node will always be -1. As there is no parent from the root, we should construct the standard linked representation of binary tree if from this array the representations and the return the root of the node of the constructed tree. Basically, the given question states that it will give you one parent array which consists of all the indices, and we have to form a tree structure which will adhere to this property. You can see that if the parent node, how we can get that, we can create a parent node if it contains the value of -1. -1 indicates it doesn't have any parent. It itself act as a parent. And for the for the first node, it will be pointing towards 1. As you can see, 0, this is 0 based indexing, right? As the question states, 0 based indexing. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this, like what output is given. And 0 is the parent of itself. So this is the root node, and 1 is pointing towards 0th node. So as you can see, 1 should be pointing towards 1. Why we are connecting to the leftwards? As the binary tree, right? We should fill the left first and then we should go for the right. So same mechanism we are following. And see here itself given note, if the two elements having the same parents, for example here 1 and 2 having the same parent, then the one that appears first in the array will be the left child and the other one is to the right child. You do not print anything, the driver code will print everything in the level order traversal and return the root of the node that will verify the output. Basically, if two nodes having the same parent, then the first node appears in the array will be storing in the left child. That's what the question states. And the second one will be the right child. And for the third index, you can see the one is the parent. Third index, one is the parent, and for fourth index, one is the parent. So I kept on right. Fifth index, 3 is a parent, as you can see, fifth index. Sixth index, parent is 5. So this is the binary tree structure we need to create. This is what the interviewer was expectations. And we have to return the root of the node so that it will do the level order traversals like this, and it will print in the output manner. So that's what the question given, and we have to solve in an linear time complexity, time and space complexity, and the size will be the 10 power 3. So this will work for any quadratic time complexity, 10 power 3 will work. So even though we can discuss, as you can see, the companies are Amazon, Microsoft, Snapdeal. Let's deep dive into the solving how we can solve that. Let's take an highlighter. Here the question. I have explained everything. That's fine. Now coming to the expected approach. Um, the basic idea, right? When we want to create a binary tree from the parent array, as you can see, the indexes are given. Like we can create one node array. We can initialize all to the null, and then we can create respect to indices based on the parent reference. So that is one of the approach. As you can see, the idea is to create a new tree nodes for every iteration elements and each value from 0 to n minus 1 of the size of the parent array. that store in them in a data structure like map or array. And while doing, we can connect the parent and the child nodes to get the required binary tree. It's kind of a simulation, the approach, like how I said, the parent we are connecting, we are making a relationship between parent and child by creating a node array. This is the initialization part. And for the step one, I is pointing to 0, -1 indicates the parent itself. We are creating a new node simply, and it will be set to the root itself. From the second iteration onwards, we have to link the parents. Let's go to the code. This was written in Java, and next solution will be approach can be explained explained in C++, so that both will be covered. That's my yeah, here the given question array was given, and initially we should take one root as the static is not needed because this is not a static function. Anyways, we kept we will be initializing the root pointer will be assigning to the null first, and we are taking the length of an array to initialize all the nodes, and then we can link together. We are creating a node array, and we are initializing by default, it will initialize to null. This will be redundant as it will be null object by default. And I starts from 0 to n, and we are creating a node. Please create the node with the help of created array, node array, and the given parent array, and the current index creating. And after that, we can return the root. That's what the interviewer expectation. How we can create an array? This is kind of an DFS function, so it will call recursively the parent array and the node created. Base condition is to we have to check whether the node is null or not, whether it was already been assigned, only to assign. That's the reason we have to check upfront. If it is not null, then it is already been assigned. One of the node is assigned. We should not do anything, so we can return that. If suppose we have a new node and setting it the create node, so that created of the particular index, please create a new index with the help of the particular index value. And if the I is the root, for example, how we can find the root? As the question said, if the array parent array consists -1, so it acts as a root itself. So we can simply allocate assign the root. Root should be pointing to the current created I, so that this will be created at this point, and this will be assigned to the root itself, so that it will do the all traversal in the driver code itself. And if the parent is not created, then we can create a parent. This is the case we are checking for the parent itself. For example, we have the root, and inside the root there is left subtree parent. So in this parent, if we do not create a parent, then we have to create the parent. That's the case we are handling here. Created of array of I, which means parent of I, who is the parent. If the parent is null of the subtree, then we can create a parent by calling the recursively. And please create to this parent itself first, and then assign the child itself. Finding the parent pointer, how we can find that? With the help of created of array of I, which will be pointing to who is the parent node, and we are assigning. If the parent left is null, please assign to the left, and parent right is null, then we can assign to the right. So that's the main intuition: creating a parent and assigning to the left and right child. Oh yeah, the help of finding a parent with the help of created node. Created is an array node array which will get an particular parent as well. Parent of I indicates who is the parent index. So we are going to the particular index, get that. So that is act as a parent, and we can assign the parent-child relationship we are assigning. Alternate approach is that initially we have created all the trees, right, initialization, and we are doing two times traversal. Then mm, we can keep track of which node is created for which value. Then we can traverse the given parent array and build the tree by setting the parent-child relationship. Basically, what it states that instead of doing that, we can do in a single traversal. That's some kind of optimization we are doing. No need to traverse again and again. With the help of how many size, that many nodes we are creating. You can see node pointer. and root will be a root pointer which will return the final output. And after that, we are initializing parent all the nodes in the nodes array. After that, we are iterating from 0 to n. If the root is not being assigned, please assign with the help of if it contains -1, parent array contains, please assign that node. Else we can already we have created, right, so that root will be assigned and the parent and child will be get with the help of dot left. If it is a null, we are assigning to the left, or else we are assigning to the right, and we are returning the root. That's all. Time complexity is linear and space complexity also linear. So because we are taking array. That's all. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe.